Hello everybody, this is a very slow-moving Christina Gowder, author of The Quest for the Black Fanny Drawer, about to do a dishes video with you after the epic cooking. I know you know how to do dishes, but I have a trick when I'm exhausted and don't have energy, and it's an adulthood hack. I'm holding something. It's the newest addition to the family. It is a salad bowl, and there's a story about why I'm showing you this particular salad bowl. Stay tuned. It's the video about how to go to a department store and buy good quality clothing and then buying a salad bowl instead. So this is an OXO Good Grip salad bowl. First thing I'm going to do is wash some rice, soak some lentils, and while that's cooking in the Instapot, I'm going to show you how to do dishes. So in the background, I have the Instapot, and even though I use this instrument a lot, it's not on the countertop, only because that's one of my Francine J's rules about minimalism. Let me walk you over. Here's how I use the Instapot. It's set on rice, and by the time I shoot this video, the rice will be cooked. I went to the grocery store, and they didn't have gloves my size, and one of them has a hole in it. So I found nitrile gloves under the sink. Not very minimalist, I know. So I'm going to reuse that and do dishes. So do you want to hear the story about how I went to Macy's? I'll say it, I went to Macy's. And last summer I developed a fascination for logos. And not just any logo. I wanted the letter T interlocking, like a Chanel C of Coco Chanel, like the letter H of Hermes, like the letter T of Tommy Hilfiger. And I developed this obsession. I just needed this shirt. I wanted a men's sort of button-down shirt, and I wanted to wear like this smart looking baby blue or white shirt, because every summer, even if I come up with like an elaborate capsule wardrobe, what ends up happening is I actually wear baby blue and beige all summer long. I don't know why, it just always happens. So I developed this fascination. I said, I really, really want a men's button-down shirt, and I'll actually take off my cardigan and show you. So I developed this fascination. I even wrote a post on Facebook. I said, what do you think of me dabbling in menswear? Let me go put this away. I'll be back. And I have a lot of friends who are lesbians, and they're like, do it, girl. Don't be scared. And I even had one straight friend, a mom of two, and she's like, do it. They're made better. They're crisp. They last longer. Women's clothing, for some reason, doesn't last. I store my scrubbers and sponges in the dishwasher. Why? Because when I run the dishwasher, I also wash the scrubbers and stuff. So that's why. Alright, so I developed that fascination, and no luck. I looked in the men's department. I had no idea what size I was as a man. It was terrible. And so I found this t-shirt, and it has a very subtle letter T on it. It is so subtle you can't tell. I'll try and get a close-up of it later, but you can't tell. And so I found this t-shirt, and I was really torn because I'm a minimalist and I don't buy things. The whole thing I've been telling you on this channel is give up shopping for a year. And last year, I wasn't at that stage. I wasn't at give up shopping for a year. I was give up shopping for 8 months. So I didn't know what to do. And Jan was with her granddaughter, and Jan said, okay, first of all, I hate this minimalism thing. And by the way, Jan and I are friends. It's stupid. I think you should look nice. You're young. you're working, buy the shirt. It's a t-shirt, and you just buy it. And she goes, let's look at it. She said, do the stripes meet from front and back? Next, are the armholes wide enough? So, and next she said, where's the shirt made? Probably made in the usual suspects: China, Guatemala, Bangladesh, Vietnam. Did I get all the big ones? So we went through all of them, and you know what? This shirt met every criteria. I don't have an opinion about where things are made. I just have an emotional reaction because of the factory that collapsed on those Bangladeshi women who were working at a clothing factory. That made me sad because those women were the primary breadwinners of the family. They were working for wages that are beyond obscene, and I don't have a solution. And if you watch programs like Refinery 29 on YouTube, they talk about how big the fashion industry hurts innocent people across the globe. And so I don't have an opinion. I don't have a solution. I just have an awareness. And that's one of the big reasons why I don't shop, is because there are too many things to take into consideration. And this is what I mean. Like, I had to think about fit. I had to think about how it's made. Is it made well? Did the seams line up? Did the armholes fit properly? And then after all that, I really did think about how many little people, how many little hands made my garment, shipped it across the globe just so I could buy it with my Macy's coupon. So obviously I bought the shirt. It's a year old now. I'm happy with it. I have no complaints. It's like my Thursday shirt. Thursday is my day when I don't really have an interest in fashion. And so I put it on, and it's Thursday. If you've heard about how I have a capsule wardrobe, I not only go by numbers, but I go by days of the week. So Monday is jewel tones, Wednesday and Friday is earthy neutrals, and Thursday is contrast column. So I'll wear a white top and a dark bottom. So this tends to be my Thursday shirt. So that's the story of almost. I'm actually not done. There's more. So I went to Macy's, and I'm not picking on Macy's. It's a perfectly lovely store. I have no problems with it. I went to Macy's, and because I have family in Canada, and there are a lot of weddings happening. And one of the family members is Australian. I hope you can hear me over the racket. And they're from Australia, and they are having a destination wedding in Brooklyn, New York. High ballers, I know. So that's awesome. I'm really happy for them. It's actually the side of the family I've never met, so I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys in July. And so that should be cool. So the family, my aunt came to the States. It was Canadian Victoria Day. Happy belated Victoria Day, Canada. It's the weekend before our Memorial Day. So she wanted me to take her shopping. So of course I go to Macy's, and we decided on an adorable Betsy Johnson, very 1960s pop art pink A-line dress. My aunt looks adorable. Auntie Jillian, if you're listening, please loan me your clothes someday. So that was really cool. And while she was trying on clothes, I got distracted, and I started looking through the racks for something for me to wear. And of course I came up empty, because if it looks nice, it's not in my size. If it's in my size, it looks like an old person's clothes. So anyway, so I said, I'm really distracted. I'll come back and really pay attention to what I'm doing. I'll come back alone because right now I'm needed. So I did. I went back by myself, and when I came back, I had such a hard time finding all of the above criteria of does this fit? Is this good quality? Is it made ethically? Which, by the way, good luck finding stuff made ethically. Is this the right price point? And when all was said and done, I came out with a salad spinner. So I'll show you about that in a second. First, let me explain what I've been doing while I was talking to you. So this week, I made banana bread, and so there's some baking implements in here, in addition to the usual pots and pans. So here is the method to my logic. If you don't have energy like I don't today, I'm going through some health stuff that I will disclose to you soon. I'll give you a hint. My diabetes is not so hot. There's my Instapot rocking out. I washed the salad bowl because I don't know what was in it. I use the salad bowl of the spinner a lot. I use it to wash rice, soak lentils, actually serve the salad. So it's one of the things I really like being a minimalist, where one object has many functions. If you don't have energy, just wash 2 glasses. We actually only use 2 glasses. That's mine. And that's Vinay's, and we use the same glass every single day and wash it. I know this is gross, but I only end up washing it like every 3 days. Next, this is my Pyrex. I'm very possessive of my Pyrex. I think this is still from my wedding 11 years ago. And you'll notice I'm only going to wash Pyrex right here. And this right here, the KitchenAid mixing bowl, and the pots and pans, they need to soak. And that's it. So that's all that's going to happen. Why? Because we have a dishwasher, and dishwashers use less water. So what you absolutely have to wash by hand, like knives, Pyrex bowls, and also I would agree that if you can, wash the lids of Pyrex bowls as well. The dishwasher has a way of doing gnarly stuff to plastic, like etching them and melting them or something, and they don't look as nice. They have a weird smell when you go to reheat your food at work. And I don't know about you, but my workplace microwave is disgusting. And you've already lost your appetite when you open that microwave and see mysterious stains in there. So you don't want to lose your appetite when you eat your own food. So, do you want to hear about my little health drama? My diabetes was not controlled. It went up to 7.7. For those of you who don't know anything about diabetes, I hope you always stay ignorant about this god-awful disease. I wouldn't wish this on anybody, because the one thing that keeps you alive is what's killing you, and that's food. So I wouldn't wish this on anybody, and but you know what? I'm a big girl. I can handle this. So my A1C went to 7.7, and they put me on a drug called Trulicity. And when I went to the doctor, and she said, "How'd it go?" I said, "It felt like being pregnant and having cancer at the same time." She said, "Oh my goodness, you shouldn't call any kind of drug treatment the equivalent of cancer. So you're getting off that drug." So they switched me from Trulicity. Oh, by the way, I have a touch faucet. They switched me from Trulicity to Ozempic. That would have been fine, except I went to Buffalo for a meeting and discovered when I got home that horrible toothache was an abscess from a filling I had a year ago. So I'm pretty bummed, because as a diabetic, your wound healing is slower, and so I'm pretty scared, and for a lot of reasons. So today I was at work, and someone was being especially mean and uncooperative, and I felt shaky, and I don't get rattled usually, you know, in a work situation, I don't get rattled because this is what I do for a living. But today I did get rattled, and I had to excuse myself. And luckily, I packed some banana bread because I made it. See, I have proof. There's the Cuisinart, or sorry, the KitchenAid stand mixer bowl. So I excused myself. I had a bite of that. I came back. I dealt with my day. And what I realized on the drive home is that I had the shakes because I went low. I went hypoglycemic, which is really dangerous. So that's the work drama I'm dealing with. Here's where it gets worse. So the toothache is an abscess, and I need to see an endodontist. And they told me to start my antibiotics ASAP. And like a good little soldier, I went and filled a prescription and took the antibiotics. And I tend to read all the drug information. And I have an allergy to an antibiotic called Augmentin. And the drug that they put me on is amoxicillin. Why am I telling you this? Because there's amoxicillin in Augmentin. And I'm home alone right now. So if there is a situation, I have to deal with it by myself. So this is my little health trauma that I'm dealing with. So I'm not really having a good start to the summer of 2019. I'm hoping it'll get better though. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm only going to wash the Pyrex, and then I'm going to show you how I make my pots and pans shine. And when I come back, I'm going to finish this chore up and finish up the video with you. Thank you for watching. So this is the salad bowl spinner that I was telling you about. It's really high quality. I'm going to do a review on that very soon, because if there's one appliance I need, it's a salad bowl spinner. Here's the red lentils. Here it is soaking. Water bottles are cleaned. This is a hack of adulthood I have. Our dishwasher broke a few years ago, and I accidentally didn't recycle or discard one of these cages. And I keep that in the sink at all times, in addition to keeping the rack that comes with the dishwasher. So if you've noticed during the whole filming of the dishwasher dishes, I actually kept this open the whole time. This is a KitchenAid, and apparently it's like the second top best in line. That back there is a lasagna pan cleaner that I've never used. This is how I store my dishes. People are afraid of me, and when they come over and cook, they're terrified to load the dishwasher. I don't know why. That they're like, you know what, you do it. I know you have a method to your madness. The only method I have is I purposely placed the dishes in such a way that it goes skinny, fat, skinny, skinny. Whoops, I made a mistake. Anyway, so that's the only thing I do. And I reuse single-use plastic all the time. So I just separate the single-use plastic from flatware. And I only run my dishwasher once a week because there's only two of us. And this is no surprise to anybody. I actually run my dish brushes in the dishwasher in addition to the scrubber and sponges. And this is the top rack. I don't run knives in the dishwasher, but I do put them there to rinse. So let's do precisely that. So let's close this up. And one more thing. This is a godsend. This is a hack of adulthood that my husband doesn't listen to. But that's okay. He doesn't listen to a lot of things, so that's fine. I'm actually going to rinse that as well. Again, I'm not running the dishwasher. I'm just rinsing. So, rinse. All right, so that's going on. I cooked rice in the Instapot. This is my adulthood hack. I actually clean the microwave in the laziest way possible. I'm going to show you how I do that. I keep vinegar and I decant them into these bottles right here. And there's a reason for it. I actually boil the vinegar and water in the microwave for about 3 minutes in increments, because you know it's going to explode. And then I put it in my Starbucks travel mug. This might be a game changer. We're going to talk about that too. And I put the steam from that's enough to clean the microwave, laziest way possible. And I like my pots and pans to shine. Here's how: baking soda and vinegar. I just let that sit, and that's the end of how I do dishes. It's also great to boil vinegar in the coffee mug because it gets rid of tea stains. So that's my hack of adulthood. Thank you everybody for watching. This is an almost empty sink, brought to you by Christina Gauda, author of The Quest for the Black Panty Drawer. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a good night, get some rest, and stay healthy. Bye-bye.